The lawyer, Anjali Wagmare, who was going to appear for Ajmal Kasab, the lone Mumbai attack terrorist, has been targeted now by the Shiv Sena to the point where she was in tears today and has virtually now conceded that she may not appear for Kasab. What does this mean for the case, the trial? Joining us now, Senior Counsel Colin Gonsalves, also the Shiv Sena's legal advisor, Rahul Narvekar, with us tonight. Rahul Narvekar, I'm going to be playing the shots in a moment of Anjali Wagmare virtually breaking down while she is in police protection. Is this what the Shiv Sena wants? The fact that if a lawyer is not allowed to appear for Ajmal Kasab, Kasab could actually get away, or at least his trial will be deemed illegal. Is that what the Shiv Sena wants?
Pardeep, first and foremost, I would like to clarify, every person who is jeopardized of his right to personal liberty or life deserves legal aid. However, having said that, we need to appreciate that if these loopholes in the law, if these privileges to the culprits become an impediment to the actual dispensation of justice or delivery of justice, time has come where we need to amend our laws, we need to carve out exceptions for exceptional circumstances. Today we are facing a scenario, it's an open and shut case. It's an open and shut case. We have a person who's come here, used the Indian soil, destroyed attacked our economy, attacked our state, and despite that, we are sitting tolerant enough, allowing him an illegal fair trial, and at the guise of that, he still stays alive in this country.
Mr. Narvekar,
forget a legal trial.
You're talking about impeding the case. In fact, it is the Shiv Sena that is impeding the case by threatening a lawyer.
The sentiments, emotions of the people of this state, of this country are clear. They want the culprit to be booked immediately. A fair trial is deserved by a person who actually deserves it, not by a person, someone of the sorts of Kasab.
Hang on, Rahul Narvekar, what you are calling for is a change of the law. Colin Gonsalves, respond to what Rahul Narvekar is saying, that that Kasab doesn't deserve, because he's a terrorist, doesn't in a sense deserve the kind of trial that a normal criminal would get. Where does that leave jurisprudence in this country?
Well, I think that ultimately what he's saying is going to result in the acquittal of Kasab, which is something I think he must ponder about a bit, because he thinks he's very nationalistic in saying what he does. The state has, it appears, a very strong case. It is very possible that they will get a conviction quite easily. But it's very important that they give him a fair trial. India must show the world that it's possible to get a conviction of Kasab. It's possible to do that, and it's possible to be fair. That's the challenge. First of all, we must give him a lawyer, not just an ordinary lawyer. We must give him a senior advocate. First of all, that's the law.
Why don't you appear?
Second,
Colin Gonsalves, why don't you become that senior lawyer? Why don't you appear for Ajmal Kasab? You've appeared in the past for Mohammad Afzal and others.
Look, I don't really have much heart in the case, and I've not even been asked to be a lawyer in that case. But I would say there would be many senior lawyers willing to appear, and the government must pay that lawyer professional fees, not the rupees 900 for the whole case that they are offering the lawyer today.
But
and second, and this is very important, second, they are not translating the chart sheet, which is 10,000 pages, in Urdu, which is the language understood by Kasab, which is the law. Now this is pettiness, this is foolishness, and ultimately India can show that it can get a conviction in a terrorist case and at the same time be fair. So I would say to the state, don't take shortcuts, don't be foolish, don't be petty about it. That's what I would say. And this nationalism about beating lawyers, I would question this kind of nationalism. I don't think this is nationalism at all.
Right.
Rahul Narvekar, what you are suggesting really does mean eventually that everything the Indian government has done in terms of collecting evidence will never be used in a court of law. You just want Kasab to be found guilty without any kind of a trial. Isn't that some sort of a kangaroo?
That's the last thing that we are trying to suggest. All we are trying to say is that if, on the guise of fair trial, if you don't convict someone, and if that projects India to be a soft state and soft target, something needs to be done about that. Let alone fair trial be. We are facing a scenario.
Rahul Narvekar throwing stones at the house of a lawyer at midnight and claiming for Marathi pride. Do you want Kasab to get away? And do you want to attack a woman lawyer?
Today we are.
Is the Shiv Sena going to
reduce
itself to attacking a woman
where
whose husband is a police officer?
Today we are Today we are facing a situation where a person who's been booked, who has been convicted for attacking the highest institution of this country, the parliament, and despite being convicted by the apex court, he's still sitting pretty in the jail.
Okay, you didn't answer
what
my
does that
question.
show?
Why?
That shows that India has a soft state. Anyone can come to India.
Okay.
It's become a paradise for terrorism.
Okay.